released an album in 2015 called Those Who Survived. And for me, it was a really good album. I made some money on this one for the first time ever. I actually sold a lot of copies, especially for a local artist. And I was kind of running on a creative high. The thing was, the album was a little bit depressing. It was about my friend Will Fridlin that had passed away. I had a bunch of other friends that passed away. I got in a bad romantic liaison with this rapper from Lakeland, Florida, which was a bad idea. And it just kind of killed my spirit. So I was feeling a little bit down. One day I was driving to Orlando with my friend Oki. We started talking about how awesome Florida would be if the light rail had passed and Rick Scott wasn't in office. So Oki, like he does, he got really quiet and he said, "Light rail, that's a great idea for an album." So we're driving there, playing some Madonna CD, and in the back of my mind that really stuck. Next week we went to see Gwen Stefani in concert. I was never a big Gwen Stefani fan, but for some reason it just really talked to me, like the carefree feeling of all her pop songs. I went home, I wrote the song Light Rail, and that was how the story began.
I'm alive.
So when I started recording the Light Rail album, the songs just started coming to me really fast. I was getting to the point where I was just doing a song a week. And the songs had a different kind of feeling than anything I'd ever done before. It was really carefree. My goal was to make a summertime fun album. So many of my past albums had been so depressing. I'm like, finally I'm just going to do the feel-good, fun Jeremy Gloff pop album that everyone's been waiting for. All 10 of my fans. So, I was inspired by songs like Janet Jackson's Someone to Call My Lover, some Fleetwood Mac albums pre-Stevie Nicks, and one day I was driving to Treasure Island to go hang out with some of my friends on the beach. I just had this feeling of happiness and care. I'm so happy to live in Florida, and so the songs started coming to me, and I was all ready for this era just to be the happiest, fun. I wanted to go on tour, I wanted to travel the country and just spread positivity, because Lord knows it's time I spread something else than I normally do. I'm just kidding. So, I recorded an intro for the album, which featured Brenda Bennett from Vanity 6, Apollonia 6, saying "All Aboard." So she was kind of like the conductor for the light rail. It was so cool to have one of my childhood idols be on my album. And then the second thing you hear when you play the intro is a voice saying "I'm alive," which is my friend Jeff, who was in the Pulse shooting, and he was one of the last people to get out of the building. And I remember seeing his post on Facebook saying, "I've been shot, I love you guys." So I spent the whole day not knowing if my friend made it. So the fact that he was on the song saying "I'm alive" was really an emotional moment for me. And he's a huge Vanity 6 Brenda Bennett fan. So having me, Brenda, and Jeff on this opening track, I just felt like this is something special.
I'm alive.
The first video we filmed for the album was Hallelujah, which was filmed by Cole Carbone. We did it at Ringling College down in Sarasota. And I was still on that good summertime feeling vibe. The song was kind of a cheeky tribute to Vanity, who had passed away, Denise Matthews. Because in the 80s, she was singing Nasty Girl. And then in the 90s and forward, every interview, she said, "Hallelujah," every other word. So my friend Oki, he's like, "I dare you to write a song called Hallelujah." And I actually have Vanity sampled in the song. So with the video, all the videos from Those Who Survived were pretty serious and a little bit darker. So I'm like, I'm just going to Madonna it for this video. I'm going to spread my legs. I'm going to roll around, and I'm not going to give a you-know-what. So the video shoot was really fun. My friend Courtney wore a nun costume. I rolled around. I spread my legs. I was so excited because I thought, here's something new for people. Now with Light Rail, I decided I was going to do a Beyonce and do a surprise release. So all my other albums I really hyped up for months before release. Nobody knew I was recording an album. Not even a lot of my friends knew. The only people that knew I was working on an album were the people that I was creatively working with on the videos and the songs and singing on the album. So on the first day of summer, I was driving to Atlanta. I was going to see Buckingham McVie in concert. And I left from Tampa at about 8 p.m. I met my friends at the Waffle House. Then when midnight hit, it was the first day of summer. I pulled off to a rest area in Atlanta. I uploaded the Hallelujah video. I uploaded the single on Bandcamp. I put the links to all the packages to buy my album. And I was so excited, and nobody bought any. You guys got my bubbles? Give me that.
You're mean.
I warned you kids about those bubbles. Now you go over there and get those from him.
That'll work. Carbone is so much fun to work with. He goes to Ringling. He is in the works to be a famous film director, and I'm banking on Cole to become famous so he can use one of my songs in his movie, and I can make a lot of money and not have to wait tables anymore. Cole did my Facebook pictures video from the last record, and he did Hallelujah from this one, and they're so much fun and so different. I can't wait to work with him again on something for my next album.
Give me some bass.
So I sat in that rest area in Atlanta, waiting for the email notifications, thinking that people were going to be so excited that there's a surprise Jeremy Gloff album. I was waiting for the cha-ching, and all I heard were the crickets. So the moral of the story is, if you're just an independent artist, On a local level, the surprise release does not work, but you know what? Never hurts to try anything. So then, during the months I was recording Light Rail, I unfortunately found out that my stepfather had cancer and was going to pass away within 4 to 5 months. So all of a sudden, my summertime vibe got darkened. And I was not feeling as positive already. So then, Hallelujah was a really fun video to make. By the time we got to the second video, Slow It Down, I already had a lot weighing on me, knowing that Big Donnie, my stepfather, was going to pass away. But, you know, when a video shoot's scheduled, you have to do it. So Michael Sinclair did the Slow It Down video. I had some friends be the backup band. It was kind of like a Robert Palmer kind of thing. We filmed it at a venue named Beer Brownies, which now has different owners. So it's interesting that this is yet another video that marks a time and a place that already is no longer with us. So, unfortunately, the video and song were saying Slow It Down, but I did not. Give me some kick. Give me some bass.
When the world hurts too much, you know you gotta slow it down. When the race can't be won, you know you gotta slow it down. When you need time, there's never enough, you know you gotta slow it down. Ho, 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 slow it down, come on. When the weight gets too heavy, you know you gotta slow it down. When your tears about to crack the levee, you know you gotta slow it down. When you need love, there's never enough, you know you gotta slow it down. Ho, 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 slow it down, come on. Come on. All need understanding, and we all need to belong. We all need to feel good, brothers and sisters. Only way to be strong is slowing down. Slow it down. Slow it down. Slow it down. I'm taking a break.
The girls in the Slow It Down video are all great friends of mine. Courtney came back. She was the nun from the Hallelujah video. We have Shae in there, who is a musician, Shae Krispinsky. She does her solo music. She also does a cat rap project called Purr Purr Purr. Cacie McKnight has been in so many of my videos, all the way from the Blue Buildings album. Then we have EB, who's fabulous. I couldn't ask for a group of hotter, more talented friends. The third video, Now and Here, was shot at New World Brewery. That's yet another venue that is no longer with us. It's being moved. So here we are, another time and place that is no longer with us. The release party for Light Rail took place on a Saturday. The first day of summer was on a Tuesday, I believe. So throughout that week, people started to figure out that I had a new album out, and it started to sell a little bit steadily. So by the time the Saturday got there, the hype for the album was a little bit better. So hopefully with Michael Sinclair directing the video once again, we're hoping to capture the moment at New World. Because I've never done a live performance video. Once again, we had Bubbles, we had the girls, but unfortunately, before the show, I picked up a table and I completely pulled my back. I'm getting old. I could barely move. So through the whole show, I just kind of stood there. After the show, I couldn't even get up my stairs. I had to crawl up my stairs. And yet again, the light rail era was not as fun as it was supposed to be. Even the release show was marred by the pulled back.
Let the universe look at us now. Must be something in the water and the moonlight. I'm tripping on life right now. Stop the car, stop the world. No complication. Standing up and we're feeling so free. I've never seen you look so beautiful. Now take a look at me. Cause we're now here. Work your body on down. We're now in here. Get your body on down. Put away your suitcase. No time for baggage. The past tonight must be something in a champagne diet. My future is spinning and bright. No walls, no calls, no hesitation. Unleashed and the moment so free. I've never witnessed so much beauty. Gotta bounce, gotta bounce, gotta bounce in me. Cause we're now in here. Work your body on down. Now and here, get your body on down, and you're right in front of my face. Put your body on down. You're right in front of my face. Get your body on down. Get your body. Get your body. Get your body. Get your body now. Get your body. Gotta bounce in me. Get your body. Put away your camera. No time for baggage.
Tampa Pop. It was hard to leave New World Brewery and know that I wasn't going to be performing on that stage again. When I moved to Tampa in 1998, some of my earliest memories in Tampa were at New World. And throughout the years, I'd done so many huge shows there. I did so many release shows there. Used to do Gloff Fests there. The Those Who Survived release show was probably one of the biggest shows in my life. So knowing that this was the end of an era, it hurt the heart a little bit. Because so many memories, so many good times there. I'm really excited about the new location that's going to be opening. But when we did the Now and Here video, we all knew that this was definitely the end of an era. So in the Now and Here video, Amber Diekmann played the character who had urged everyone to put away their camera and just enjoy the moment. Unfortunately, after that video came out, I had very few moments to enjoy, because then my stepfather's cancer got worse. Then my actual father got cancer, and they both died within the same week, actually 11 days apart, in September. So all the good vibes and good times of the LIGHTRAIL era completely washed away. I had a tour planned in New York State, which ironically, the tour was booked in February, I believe, and my dad's funeral actually took place the week of the tour when I was up there, so the universe, I guess, was in my favor because I already had the ticket booked for my dad's funeral. So it's kind of hard to go up there and play these summertime fun songs when, there's all this death around me. On top of this, my grandmother died in May, and I put a post on Facebook talking about my grandma when I was younger. She made us Nestle Quick. She used to cook us shake and bake pork chops. And then this girl commented on the thread. She said, well, if your grandmother was vegan, she would have lived longer. And I said, bitch, please. I think veganism is awesome, but really, like, my grandma just died, and you're going to put your agenda on my... So I just said to her, I respect your beliefs, but can you just keep your agenda off the post about my dead grandmother? And she commented, if you can't handle the truth, then you should be my friend. So I sent her a private message, and I said, here's a little truth for you. You're a... And I won't... Should I say it on the film? You can bleep it out. So this girl, in the midst of all this death and issues, started harassing me. She sent postcards to the venues in Tampa, my job, radio stations, calling me a misogynistic cyberbully. She went on Amazon and left 1-star reviews of all my albums. All these message boards have all these messages talking about how Jeremy Gloff is misogynistic. I'm gay, and we use that word a lot. It's almost a term of endearment. I love women. I almost am one myself, sometimes. So I finished the tour. I go back to Tampa. I started having to deal with legal matters regarding my father's estate. I take a trip to Alabama to visit Will Fridland's parents. A week after that, I get Bell's palsy. I'm just sitting in my car eating a gas station hot dog, a chocolate chip cookie, and half my face freezes. I can't even talk. I'm like this. And it sucked because I'd already had a video scheduled with Vincent Kral for the song Gonna Be Alright. Our city, Tampa, had been threatened by the Hurricane Irma. All of us were fleeing the state. We were scared, and Vincent and I were talking on Facebook. We said, let's do the video for Gonna Be Alright. We're gonna be alright. Unfortunately, when it came time to shoot the video, I couldn't even move my face. So, Vincent dressed up as Princess Leia. He played the guitar, and I'm in the video for about 10... I said, I've got to be in my video. He put me in the Princess Leia for about 10 seconds. If you pause, you can see that my face was like this. So, yep. Good times, good vibes, LIGHTRAIL era. Things are great.
There's so many hurting. There's so many scared. brothers. There's no need to fight it. I know if we work together, we're gonna be alright. I know if we stand together, we're gonna be alright. Take each other's hands, 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 be alright. I know if we work together, we're gonna be alright. I know if we stand together, we're gonna be alright. We're gonna be alright. All aboard! The light rail's about to leave the station. We're gonna be alright.
So there you have it. Vincent Kral as Superman, Jeremy Gloff as Princess Leia. Gotta love Tampa. As I was recording the album, I was listening to a lot of Vanity 6. And Vanity has a live video on YouTube of her introducing the song Nasty Girl. And in the introduction, she keeps going, "Vanity is nasty." Well, as a joke, people started saying Jeremy Gloff is nasty. And you know what? I am sometimes, I'm not going to lie. So I recorded the song Nasty AF as kind of a tribute to Vanity / Madonna erotica era. Totally campy, totally fun. And I thought, you know what? This could be the most fun music video to shoot. I can't wait to get over there, get nasty a little bit, have a good time. As fate would have it, 2 days before the video shoot is when my stepfather died. So here I am going to a stripper pole studio with the disco dolls, filming and directing. And I was just completely in a state of shock. And it sucked because I was so looking forward to doing that video. And that was such a fun song for me to do. And now when I look at the video, all I see is myself looking like a ghost. Like I can just see myself totally in a state of shock in that video, which kind of works for the detached disco vibe of it. But, you know, Jeremy Gloff may be nasty, but sadly, during that video shoot, Jeremy Gloff was just sad as fuck.
Jeremy Gloff is nasty. I can't hear you. Jeremy Gloff is nasty. That's better. Jeremy Gloff is nasty. That'll work. Jeremy Gloff is nasty. Hit me. Get wild in the bed. Get wild in the head. Get wild in the bed. JG's a nasty girl. Get wild in the bed. Get wild in the head. Get wild in the bed. JG's a nasty girl. Take your shirt off and stay a while. Take your pants off, gonna make you smile. Hang from the rafters, climb on the floor. Like Whitney said, gimme more. Jeremy Gloff is nasty. Still can't hear you. Jeremy Gloff is nasty. Better. Jeremy Gloff is nasty. That'll work. Jeremy Gloff is nasty. Hit me. Get wild in the bed. Get wild in my head. Get wild in the bed. JG's a nasty girl. Get wild in the bed. Get wild in my head. Get wild in the bed. JG's a nasty girl. Are you on your way yet? I'm about to explode. Caution, baby. Bumpy road. Give me some love. Hit me like a truck. Like Madonna said, I'll teach you how to. Gloff is nasty. Is that all you got? Jeremy Gloff is nasty. That's better. Jeremy Gloff is nasty. That'll work. Jeremy Gloff is nasty. Hit me. Get well in the bed. Get well in the head. Get well in the bed. JG's nasty. Girl, get well in the bed. Get well in the head. Get well in the bed. JG's nasty girl.
So the day we filmed Nasty AF, I had volunteered at Trinity Cafe in the morning, feeding the homeless. And then I drove down Hillsborough Avenue in Tampa, into a gym parking lot, walked through the gym, and in the back there's a stripper pole, dance exercise studio. So that's a typical day in the life of Jeremy Gloff. You know, you're in a church feeding the homeless, then you're on a stripper pole. So by the time December 2017 rolled around, the album did alright, the videos were doing alright, but I still felt there were a couple songs I wanted to make videos for, even if nobody ever saw them. So I went back to one of my favorite collaborators, Michael Sinclair. I said, let's do a video for Arkwright Delight. It was a song I wrote for Big Donnie before he passed away. We all knew he was sick, and he was a biker, so I wanted to write a song about Big Donnie getting on his bike and taking his final ride into the sky. So I wrote the song, the album was already pretty much completed and mastered, and I went to my friend Kay Paul and I said, please, can I add one more song to the album? If it's not on this album, it'll never be able to be on any album, because my stepfather's not going to live past this record. So Kay Paul was totally cool, he let me add the song on. I sent it to Big Donnie on Father's Day, and needless to say, he cried, I cried. I really wanted to do a music video to remember him and my father, the Hawk. They were both bikers. So my brother was in town in December, and it lined up that my brother was able to be in the video with me, with Michael filming. Needless to say, of course it wasn't the most fun video shoot, but I think it's important to remember the man who raised me. Arkwright Delight was the name of a pudding that our grandmother made. And it was green, it had marshmallows, it had nuts, I think, grapes, I don't know. No one to this day knows what Arkwright Delight was, but I do know that was one of Big Donnie's favorite things to eat, so that's why I named the song that. And I think the video, it had Asher Bentley as the kid, it had my friends Gary and Mary riding their bikes as the adult version, and I think it's one of my favorite videos I've ever done.
Jumps out of bed, takes a look outside, puts his jacket on, gonna go for a ride, zips his boots up, kisses her goodbye, wanna see if that highway reaches the sky, but Promise us you'll call.
So by the time the year rolled around, I just wanted to do one more video. My friend Jake Whitney wanted to do a video together. We had done a video for the song Wombs from my Inside of Blue Buildings album back in 2013. We shot it up in Albuquerque, down in Albuquerque. But we wanted to do one more video together. So I said, you know what, let's just do a fun video about love. Let's get that positive vibe back. So my face was starting to heal. I can move my mouth again. The Bell's palsy was going away. We shot the video at the Disco Doll studio. A bunch of friends showed up. It was easy breezy. It was a nice simple way to end the light rail era.
Feel the satin sheets, cadence of heartbeats in the room tonight. Stop your go, open the Merlot, 'cause you're looking fine. Curtains in the breeze, shoes that never leave, perfect as you are. And I know it's real when across the room you are still too far. And I've got someone rock me through the night. And I've got someone to love me my whole life. Break it down. Feeling black and white, sun and the night, and all that's in between. An 80s beat and a 90s dream with the cashmere scene. Dim the lights, stop for a minute, positively inspired. My pillow breathes and talks to me. I'm in love with life. And I've got someone to rock me through the night. And I've got someone to love me my whole life. Break it down. Break it down now. Break it down now. Break it down, break it down. Break it down now. Break it down, break it down. It's the one that's gonna last. And I've got someone to rock me through the night. And I've got someone to love me my whole life. And I've got someone to rock me through the night. And I've got someone to love me my whole life. Break it down. Break it down, break it down.
So poor Jake Whitney comes into the video shoot for I've Got Someone. He has all these great ideas, some elaborate concepts, and at that time I was just so tired. I just wanted the light rail era to be over. So he'd give me an idea, I'd be like, no. Then give me another day, I'd be like, no, let's just, do this or that. So I do gotta give Jake props for being so accommodating when I just wanted it to be over with. So light rail might not have been my biggest seller, might not have had the most hype, probably the least fun I ever had during an album cycle, just because so much bullshit happened. But I just wanted to talk about this last year of my life, because who would have ever thought? The year it started off with, it's supposed to be the most fun, carefree, happy album of my life, and it turned out to be the worst time ever. I'm already working on new music. I'm ready to move on from this. Let's try something different.